Hello and welcome to Bryoga. Today we are going to be working on our thoracic spine and our shoulder position. If you have some stiff shoulders, painful shoulders, this is for you. We're going to start off with a gentle reset for our whole posture. We're going to put our heels, our hips, our shoulders, our hands, and our fingers and thumbs on the wall. Your middle back, low back probably isn't going to touch the wall. That's perfectly okay. And your head probably isn't going to touch the wall. That's also fine. But you just keep your fingers, shoulders, hips, and heels on the wall. If you're really struggling, you can take your heels off maybe an inch, and that should alleviate some of the tension. And we're going to stay here and we're going to take extremely deep breaths. Inhaling into the chest, the belly, and the collarbones. Exhaling, drawing the belly button all the way through the body in towards the spine. If you find your body wanting to make small adjustments, those are probably fine. Just keep your breath and keep those control points stuck to the wall. I'm going to take maybe 5 more of our deepest breaths. And then if you're a person with limited shoulder mobility, that's fine. We're going to start real small. So just keeping your fingertips on the wall, slide them up until you feel discomfort or pain, and then take them all the way back down. Keeping your shoulders and your fingers on the wall. And this range of motion could be as little as a few inches, or it could be several feet in terms of how much your hands are moving. One more. And then, if you're able to, put your knuckles on your temples here, thumbs pointing down, loose hands, elbows on the wall, shoulders, hips, heels, still on the wall. And then you're going to keep your shoulders on the wall and bring your elbows all the way forwards, touching them together, possibly, and then bringing them back. Again, working your comfortable range of motion. So if your elbows don't come all the way together, that's perfectly fine. And just work with what you got, and understand that if you use what you have, you'll be able to do more. Giving your body a stimulus, letting it know that you need it to do something. Any stimulus your body doesn't have isn't one it's going to use. It's always adapting to what you're doing. If you're sitting in a chair for 8 hours a day, you'll find that doing anything else becomes difficult. Even taking a couple minutes to give our bodies a position or a range of motion to respond to can up-regulate our capabilities and keep us healthier over a longer period of time. Do 2 more of these. Okay, now I'm going to have you turn and put your hands on the wall. Both hands about shoulder height. Get your feet right underneath you. Lift your chest, dropping your shoulder blades together. Spread your fingers and twist your elbows up and down. And for most people, you really want to focus on the turning down and feel the squeeze in your armpit. It can be kind of a subtle motion, and it can also be kind of a confusing motion. So take your time, and just remember you need to stand up tall, shoulder blades together, and twist your elbows any amount that's available to you. Great job there. And now we're going to put our back to the wall. Heels, hips, and shoulders again. Put your fingers on the wall above your shoulders. Trying to get every single finger on there. And then you're going to slide your hands up the wall as far as you can go comfortably, and then back down. Fighting to keep your hips and your shoulders firmly on the wall. This one can be kind of tough. Focus on keeping those points on the wall. Do 3 more. shake it out. Oh. And we're going to put our elbows on the wall beside us now at about a 45-degree angle, fists pointing straight forwards. And you're going to press your elbows into the wall. Try and keep your hips and shoulders on the wall. Feel everything kind of pinch and engage, and then relax. Not dropping the elbows, but just releasing the pressure, and then engage again. And relax. Let's do 2 more. Great job. Let's do one more thing to tie everything together. I'm going to have you stand on your knees, maybe 3-4 inches from the wall, with your toes planted behind you. Hands out to the side like a wide push-up position, and lift the elbows so that they're in line with your wrist. Now you're going to press with your toes like you were going to hit the wall with your face, but you're going to catch it with your arms. And then relax. And you want to try to create a pretty immense amount of force, but without really moving very much. So you're both pushing and catching yourself at the same time. Pushing for 2 to 3 seconds at a time, relaxing. Great job. Some of these things may not be available to you if you have down-regulated shoulders. But if there's 1 or 2 things that do work for you, do those things until more becomes available. You'll know if it works for you because you can do it and it doesn't hurt. Muscle soreness and pain are different. If it's a new feeling, it's a little uncomfortable, that's much better than the familiar pain that you're used to. Avoid that. Thanks so much for joining me. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and think about sending it to your mom. Have a nice day.